welcome guys, and I welcome you to another live episode of Cricket Kida. And today we have a guest from London, as already updated to all of you, and the name is Nayan Doshi. And he's not an alien to all of you. You know, he is a man who has done a lot of things. Like he has achieved a lot, and he is the second bowler in the professional cricket to achieve the feat of 50 wickets in T20 format. So if you talk about him, he is a person who has done a lot and he has achieved a lot. He's a son of former Indian spinner Dilip Doshi. So it's like he will be joining us very soon in connection with us. So he'll just join us very soon. So I'll just ask about his life, his experiences from India to UK and all. Okay, hi Nen, how are you?
How you guys doing? Hold on, let me just turn the shades so you can see me.
Yeah, okay, that will be great.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, good guys.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm also fine. So I was just telling the people, like what have you done on your journey and what we'll be asking from our end. Okay, so hi Madhav. Okay, I can see a hi from Madhav. Okay,
Hello.
so it's like I will start. I will start with the questions. Okay.
Yeah.
And because I'm just eager to ask, I'm personally eager to know about you.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Pleasure.
Okay. Nayan Doshi, the cricketer, how did that all started? Keeping in mind that you had the best coach as a father in great Dilip Doshi, sir.
I think because when I was young, I was involved in cricket all the time because of my dad. And I was always around cricket in some way. So I guess it just kind of came naturally. I don't think my dad or anyone like asked me to like, do you want to play cricket? I kind of just played, you know, as a kid, you know, if I used to see something in the house or whatever. So I think it just came naturally like that, you know. I don't think it was anything else. It kind of happened. And then my dad actually used to do a little bit with me when I was much younger. He actually wouldn't tell me much. I just used to try, and basically he was a left arm spinner and then I was left-handed, and then I guess I just started bowling left arm spin. I didn't even really think about it. So I just started bowling it, and what he would do is we would just sometimes find places when I was younger, and you know, in a park or something, and he would just mark something out and I would just bowl. He wouldn't really tell me anything. He would just tell me, are you enjoying this? I said, yeah. And sometimes he would tell me a few things here and there, but otherwise he would not really interfere in that sense, because he just wanted me to enjoy it, really.
Okay. So this was a start. Actually, it was your personal inspiration and your dream to play cricket. It was not the pressure of great Dilip Doshi, sir, right?
Yeah. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Not at all. It wasn't at all. You know, I think he actually, to be honest, he wasn't really involved in my cricket so much. And now that I'm older, you know, a lot older, and I've stopped playing cricket professionally, although I started, you know, playing again just a few weeks ago. So let's see how that goes. But I wish he was more involved actually during my career a little bit more. I kind of didn't involve him because I felt, oh my God, okay, I'm going to feel lots of pressure, lots of this, you know. So I wanted to, in a nice way, so I can try everything on my own, which was fine. It worked. But I felt now if I had kind of used him a little more to my advantage in terms of knowledge and just lots of other things, it would have benefited me a lot more.
Yes, he was a great spinner, but actually it's not like that. But yes, at that level, like you have learned a lot from him, and such a father, like not everyone doesn't like everyone like once in billions or like once in crores or like so much like tons of billions get such type of great fathers. But still, you have achieved a lot, and I would just wish you best of luck as you're making a comeback into cricket. You're saying that. Okay, so I
Yeah,
will just move forward to my next question now. Okay.
sure.
Being the son of Dilip Doshi, who had tons of wickets for India in first class, like more than 900 wickets, how was the
Yeah.
pressure to pursue the same? Like, okay, once you started playing and people have admiring you, like you are the son of Dilip Doshi, sir, then how was the pressure on you at that time?
Um, to be honest, I actually didn't think of it like that because I'm different to him, and I don't like to compare myself to anyone because everyone has played in different circumstances and everything. And
Exactly.
of course, I know how great my dad is, but I think it's pointless sort of comparing, But no, I didn't find it a pressure. I tell you what, sometimes I did. Um, if you say had a bad game or something, it would always kind of be, oh, but your dad would have done this. Well, so that sometimes used to be a bit annoying when people used to say that. But otherwise,
Yeah.
I didn't really feel too pressured, very, very rarely, very rarely. Otherwise, I didn't really think of it
Okay.
because my dad's that sort of character that he won't let you feel pressured. He's very relaxed and very calm. So, he doesn't
Yes.
really he doesn't put pressure on you, and kind of just always just said, look, just enjoy. The main thing is you're playing it.
Okay.
Okay, you're getting paid, great, because it's a profession. But main thing is you love playing, so just
Yeah,
play.
status. Like many people dream to play even for their Ranji or like the county sides, and you
Yeah,
have that pursuit of dream up to a highest level. So that is indeed a
yeah.
very great achievement, and
Thank you.
that is something like I just feel pleasure talking to you here.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Look,
yeah,
no, no, go on.
yes, yes,
Sorry,
you
sorry.
can.
It was just a little bit delayed. A bit delayed. Go on.
Actually,
Sorry.
it's not like okay, no worries. Actually, I was just moving towards the next question, but still, if you have something to
Sure.
say, you can say to us.
No, no,
Yes.
no, not at all. Not at all. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, you requested Surrey to revoke your contract in between. In
Yeah,
between, that was in
yeah.
2000. Like, what was the reason for the same? I'm still eager to know.
The reason was I really enjoyed my time at Surrey, but I felt I wasn't getting uh, the due respect and what I'd achieved at the club. I'd won the club
Okay.
a lot of matches, and
Okay.
I feel I wasn't getting the correct treatment. And I felt at that time a player like myself should have deserved better treatment. And I
All
left.
right.
I just said, I'm not putting up with this, and I left. Very simple, And it wasn't, and that was it.
Okay.
Literally,
So
that's
this
it.
was a major reason. Okay. Okay. This was a major reason. Like the respect factor was something that was lacking within
Well,
the.
I think it's not so much the respect factor. I think it's more the appreciation factor. That if you have
Exactly.
one or two bad games, if you have not even bad games, if you're not, you cannot be at your best every game. And if you have
Exactly.
one or two games which don't quite go your way, um, I don't see that as a reason to drop someone who has, won you a lot of games. So I wasn't happy with that, and I
Exactly.
left. And I made it very clear
Yeah.
to them.
That was a brave move, I must say. Like
Very clear.
that was a brave move, I must say.
Yeah, brave. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just move forward to my next question. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
how different
Mm-hmm.
is playing from Ranji Trophy to County Cricket? We have also played Ranji Trophy and also played being part of County Cricket. So how different? Keeping in mind that conditions are tougher for spinners in English conditions. So for a spinner, like how different is to play in these
Mm-hmm.
two different conditions and formats?
Um, it is different. I think uh, the pitches in England are not as dry as the pitches in India.
Exactly.
Um, spinners are generally used a lot more in India, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, it is more different. You generally have spot for one spinner, where in India, a lot of the time you can even play three spinners,
Yeah.
you
For
know.
turning tracks.
So yeah, so it depends. And yeah, look, I think it's just the weather conditions really, because it's natural conditions. The pitch gets a lot drier because even, you know, the sun, you know, and very rarely do the pitches really spin in England a lot. You get the odd pitch sometimes which takes a bit of turn if we've had some hot weather here, but otherwise there's not too much spin. You know, it can
Exactly,
spin a
yes.
bit, of course, but nothing like pitches.
Okay. So, like, of course, conditions for an spinner are much challenging in England, right?
I couldn't hear you.
I
Sorry,
guess,
we just lost each other for a second.
okay, no worries. Actually, I just told you earlier that there are some glitches on the Instagram. Like sometimes the connection
No, that's
fluctuates, but
fine.
it
Yeah,
comes back early. Yeah, it's like I was saying, like
yeah,
the conditions for a spinner are much challenging in English conditions. Uh, if you talk about bowling in
yeah,
Indian conditions, subcontinent conditions.
yeah. Definitely, it is more challenging
Yes.
bowling here, for
Okay.
sure,
Okay.
because you have less to work with in terms of the
Exactly.
conditions, you know, and also sometimes you're not bowled a lot. Like I remember, yeah, sometimes I've played games where in many games I've played, but I've not actually bowled a ball.
Okay, so that also happens.
Yeah,
And if you're playing in
yeah,
subcontinent conditions, then the overs are fixed. Like yeah, spinner has to bowl his overs because he's a
yeah,
sort of a leader of the bowling attack. And in subcontinental
exactly. Yeah,
conditions, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
must say it was a brave move moving from India to UK, and just because you are a spinner, so it was a very much brave move. If you had been a fast bowler, then it's like you must have much more wickets in your bucket if you have played for England.
Well, no, I mean, no, actually, I've played all my cricket in England. I played for Saurashtra first because I just played some local tournaments and I did well there. But otherwise, all my cricket at a young age and everything, because you know I was born here, so I played everything over here. You know, all my cricket is most
Okay.
of my cricket has been played in England.
Okay, okay. That is a brave move, I must say.
Thank you.
Okay, I will just move forward to I will just move forward to my next question
Sure.
now. Uh,
Hmm.
it's uh, it's related to England. Cricket is on all-time best. Is an all-time best
Hmm.
since last 5 years in
Hmm.
limited overs actually,
Hmm.
especially after the era
Hmm.
of 70s and 80s. What are the things you
Hmm.
feel are the salient features behind this turnaround? They just got knocked out in 2015 World Cup before the quarterfinals, and in
Hmm.
2019 they eventually won the World Cup. And apart from that, they have posted the highest total in ODI cricket and everything. They have just
Hmm.
there's a major turnaround in English cricket. So, what are the salient features behind this? You have been part of the county sides and of the England setup for a long time. So, what do you feel are the things?
Um, it's tough. Look, I also think that cricket also works in like spurts. I think suddenly in this generation, you've also got a lot of good players. You know,
Okay.
the players now are also more exposed to playing everywhere around the world. So that's very different as well. I think the mindset of English cricket has become a little more attacking, which has
Yes.
definitely helped because you actually have quite a few of the guys in the team who are naturally attacking players. And I just think, yeah, it's you get that, like, you know, before this, you know, you had this small also group of players before where you had Flintoff, Harmison, Peterson,
Yeah.
Collingwood, Strauss, and Swan, and also Panesar as well. So you had
Yes,
that
yes.
sort of, set up as well. And then now you're getting this crop of players, a few years after that. So it's kind of, it works in crops. So I think this crop of England players, I think they cover all angles. They've got good batting, very good fast bowlers. I don't think I think the England spinners right now are below par. I don't think
Exactly.
these spinners, what I'm seeing now, are of any quality as such, you know.
Exactly.
So I think they're weak in the spin department, and I think their spin bowling needs to be looked at a lot in terms of technique and other things. I think we're a little bit weak there, and I think England have to identify things quickly in the spin department.
Yes, because there's a dip in form of Moeen Ali and Adil Rashid. He's okay. As for
No,
now, Adil Rashid is
I
doing
think.
well.
Sorry, I forgot. I think Adil is a very, very good bowler, and I think
Yes, yes.
he's England's best spinner. But he's not really
Yes, I
playing
think so.
Test cricket. Yeah, he's not really
Yes, yes.
playing. I'm mainly more talking Test cricket right now because he's not playing Test cricket. So
Yes,
they're
yes.
weak in that department. But otherwise, I would say Adil is probably one of the best white ball
Spinners
spin bowlers in the world. Yeah,
exactly.
he's one
Yes,
of the
yes.
best. He's one of
Uh,
he's one of the best white ball spinners in the world right now. In T20 and
actually,
ODI cricket, he's one of the best in the world. It has to be said.
he has some magical balls in his bucket, and that can turn around the match from nowhere. I
Yeah.
just remember his dismissal of Virat Kohli in 2018 series. It was a final ODI between India and England, and you also remember that. You must be remembering that Adil Rashid bowled to Virat Kohli, and Virat Kohli was like, "Oh, what was that?" Hope you
Well,
remember
yeah.
that.
I remember. I've seen clips of that ball, and that was a fantastic ball. And I think Virat was
Yeah,
surprised. But again, I think, but Adil is capable of bowling these balls. He's capable of doing this.
yes, he has some
So I
magical balls
think,
within his bucket.
yeah, he does. He does indeed. He's talented guy. He can really bowl.
Okay. But I'm a little bit worried about Moeen Ali. There's a dip in form. I don't know. Actually, he's very good with the bat. I've seen him such some good innings in T20 blast that you have. But it's like his bowling is just below par since last 1 or 2 years.
Look, I think it's not that much below par. I think it's he's going through a little bit of a phase, but I still think that from what I've seen of this series right now, this England West Indies series right now, and I've been watching this
Yes, yes, yes.
the off spinner who's playing now. I do feel Bess. I do feel that Moeen is a lot better bowler than Bess. So
Yes.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, I think even though Bess is playing, I think Moeen is definitely a better bowler, than him. And of course, look, England, we had Swan, which he was a great bowler, and someone like
Great.
that is hard to replace.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes,
yeah, so I think it'll take some time, but
yes, yes.
let's see. But I think these guys have got a lot of hard work to do, and let's see what happens.
Yes, and Jack Leach is also in the scheme of things. Moeen Ali is
Mhm.
also in the scheme of things, but at the moment I feel Dom Bess and Leach are leading the baton for the spinner.
I haven't seen too much of Leach bowl, to be honest. I've seen a bit of Bess. I think he's okay. I think
Yes, yes.
Moeen is a better bowler than him, but again,
Okay,
selectors. Everyone has their own views, but
exactly.
but definitely, yeah, it's interesting. I think England are great with the white ball. I think with Adil,
Yeah,
the side is very, very strong there. And
very strong.
yeah. And then you got the other guys coming in. So I think the England ODI side, is a
I
fantastic
feel
side.
they're a prime Yes, yes. I feel they are prime contenders to win the T20 World Cup. That is set to be uh, happen like later this year or might be next year. This year I don't think so, but next year England are the prime contenders to win that title because they are such an
100%,
explosive.
100%.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
exactly. I
yes,
mean,
yes, I will just move forward to my next question because if you talk about England
hmm
cricket current setup, uh,
hmm
the I know it's an endless topic. You can just keep on
yeah,
praising them. It won't ever
yeah,
stop. Okay, okay.
yeah.
Actually, they deserve to win the 2019 World Cup. I must say, I just got a feeling since the start that this team is gonna win the World Cup, and it's
Yeah,
like luck favors the brave. I know New
yeah.
Zealand played very well in the finals, but they were so brave. They were so courageous right since 2015, 2016. So I feel
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they are the strongest team at the moment, and it's like I will compare them to the 90s and early 2000 of Australian team. They're such strong.
What, the England one day team?
Yes, yes, the limited overs team.
Yeah, no. Like I said, with the bowling attack, the batting attack as well. I mean, you've got some fantastic players in Butler, of course, Stokes, and Morgan, of course. Who's
Destro,
been
Roy,
also
Stokes.
been exactly, and especially Owen has really captained the team really well. He's done an outstanding job, and I think he's a
Exactly.
very
Yes, yes.
straightforward guy. And yeah, I think they've nailed their one day setup. It's fantastic. It's really good to see. I think
Yes, yes,
it's
I feel yes.
definitely, yeah,
And the new crop is also growing well, like Tom Banton and all. They are such. And Dominic Sibley,
yeah,
we've got new guys as well who are doing very well. Okay, I'll just move forward to my
yeah,
next question now. Who
sure.
can probably replace Ian Morgan as captain once he decides to call it a quit over captaincy after the T20 World Cup? Because there were talks. He just didn't want to captain England anymore after the 2019 World Cup, but the board convinced him, I think so, and he just thought of captaining the side till 2021 World Cup. But
hmm
after him, I think, as for you, who can replace him as a captain?
You know what? It's a very good question.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a very good question, and it's actually pretty hard to answer. It's,
Okay.
obviously there are guys like, obviously there's the Stokes.
Yeah,
There's guys like Butler.
exactly.
I would even so there's guys like that. Those two guys stand out. Maybe even someone as senior, and sometimes you can even look at, you never know. I mean, you can even look at, who would I think?
Joe Root. Joe Root.
No, no,
He won't
no,
be.
not as ODI captain. I mean, look, sometimes it depends. I mean, there's people like Butler, there's people like Stokes, there's even people like Adil, who could do it.
Uh,
There's there's also people like Bairstow, so there are a few
yeah.
names there
Okay, okay.
which you can
Well,
choose from.
if you ask me like who is the favorite batsman in England, I will just say Bairstow. Like he's such good to watch. Like once he started hitting that drives, and I just like it's like I'm the biggest fan of Bairstow in England cricket. I know Stokes, Butler, Roy, they are amazing, but
Mm.
Bairstow is someone whom I admire most since 2011. He debuted against India. He made his debut against India in 2011, and I've been admiring him since then. And I feel he's a guy who can be a good captain. He has that leadership. He has that aggression. But I feel in the end, like Stokes might get the nod because in the first test when Root took the break because of the birth of the second child.
I
Then
would,
the
I would,
board gave
yeah,
the yeah, yeah.
I would
Please,
say Stokes is probably the next logical choice.
yes, yes.
That's what I would say.
Uh,
Stokes would be the next logical choice
at the
to
moment, he is currently the best player. Like There is a competition going on between him and Virat Kohli as the best player at the moment, and
No,
I
I
feel
think
he's leading
Virat
the
is the
baton at the
best.
moment.
I think as an all-rounder, of course, Stokes, because Virat is a pure batsman. I think Virat and Steve Smith are the two best batsmen in the world right now. I think both of them are the two best guys in the world right now, in all forms
Yes,
of cricket.
yes, yes, I feel. But like the Stokes is also doing very well. Like he made 176 of 356 balls in the first innings. Then he made today in the afternoon he made 80, 90 runs, 80 runs,
Hmm.
17 and all
Yeah,
out of 57
yeah,
balls. So
yeah.
just see like how he's just contributing as per the conditions, and I feel uh, actually, I don't know. It might be like because Virat and Smith are not playing at the moment. I feel Stokes is currently the best cricketer in the world at the moment. If it's like ICC asked me to give the best cricketer of the year award, I will just say Ben Stokes.
Ben Stokes, I would also say Holder has done very well. Jason
Holder has
Holder.
done well, but still like yes, yes. But it's like Stokes has. It's more about like, if your team is winning because of you, then it is a much more bigger achievement. So I feel Stokes is someone who can replace, and you also
I
feel so, I
mean,
guess.
it depends. I mean, yeah, there's that. There's like I say, Holder. He's playing in a weaker team. He performs very well. You know,
Yes,
his
yes.
his his stats are fantastic, and he's always been there to always perform. So you know, it's that is also an extra pressure. So I think Jason Holder is a very underrated cricket player, 100%.
Yeah, it's actually because if your team is not yielding the results, then it affects your reputation as an individual. So anyhow, like
Hmm.
you have to make your team win, and that is the most important thing. Well, I will just move forward
Hmm.
to my next question now.
Sure.
Okay, I'll just talk to you about Indian cricket. At the moment, there is a fierce
Hmm.
batting going in Indian cricket between Virat and Rohit. Okay, both are just
Hmm.
playing very well since last 1 or 2 good years. Like Virat has been in a fine tune since like 5 to 6 years. So
Yeah.
at the moment, currently, whom do you think is leading the baton at the moment? Like since last 2 years, Rohit has also he's just also just joined the race in winning the baton.
Yeah. I personally think overall, I think Virat, just because all formats, he performs better
Okay,
than anyone.
okay,
I would say for ODI cricket, it's very, very close,
okay.
you know, but overall, I think Virat, just in all formats of the game, I feel he's definitely the
All
best.
right. Okay, I take it as Virat Kohli. Okay, I do feel so, but actually, uh, in ODI cricket, I'm a bit confused. But still, Virat is someone who has just done a lot over a good period of time. Since last
Yeah,
5 to 6 good years, 5 to 6 years, he has
yeah,
scored 5 to 6 years, he was on a different level, and everybody you ask, he's like number one.
yeah,
Okay. Okay, I will just move over to my next question, and it's related to the IPL.
sure.
You have played for Rajasthan Royals
Uh-huh.
and RCB for few good seasons. How was the
Yeah,
experience of playing the IPL, especially when you played few matches for RCB and that
yeah,
board of Brendan Nakarma, I still remember that. That was a
yeah.
speech of a delivery.
Ah, thank you. Um, IPL was a lot of fun. It was great. It was a lot of hard work. Definitely, my favorite team was Bangalore. I enjoyed that very much. It was a good, you know, team ethic. It was everything very good, and yeah, I really that would definitely be my favorite team. You know,
Okay.
Rajasthan was good. Um, I didn't really think much of the management there with the Rajasthan Royals. I don't think that was very good on their part. Just general the team management. You know, I
Okay.
would just, you know, I think John Gloucester was there, and he's still there, and I think he's an outstanding physio and a fantastic human being. But apart from that, I think the management was not good.
It's not
Yeah,
okay.
and I'm very straight person, so I will tell you exactly what I think.
Okay,
That's anyway. That's
that
my
is
opinion.
okay.
Yeah,
Like it's great
but
that
there
you
were
are
some.
saying
But
yes, yes.
we had some really good players. We had a really good bunch of guys, you know, and uh, and yeah. Otherwise, I really enjoyed also the Rajasthan Royals. But I think uh, generally, apart from I would say, John Gloucester, I would say, regarding the team management, I think the rest of them have, not been very successful. Apart from the first year, they've had
Yes,
no
yes, you're right.
success. Yeah. So.
Okay. And like, how was the experience of sharing the dressing room with guys like Virat Kohli and ABD? So how was that all?
Virat was very good. We actually get along pretty well. He's a nice guy, and we joke around, we have fun. It's good. It's good with him. To be honest, everyone is pretty relaxed. When you're not playing, everyone just enjoys themselves. Either meet up in each other's rooms or go for dinner, or because it was summer then, mess around by the swimming pool, whatever. Just just enjoy each other's company, So I think that was a very good thing. And yeah, Virat's a nice guy.
Okay, he was in his growing phase
Very
at
hard
that
working.
moment. Yes. Okay.
Yes, yes, but you
That's
could see that he's something special. Even at that age,
yes. I
you could
feel
see that
yes, yes.
he's going to be special.
And in next 5 years, I
Yeah.
feel for 2023 World Cup, I feel like Virat, India might win the next World Cup. I feel like if you talk about T20 World Cup upcoming, England are contenders, but for 2023
Hmm.
World Cup, I feel India is winning that. Virat, Rohit, and we have few good players like
Hmm.
Shreyas. Yeah, he's such a talented guy, and Jasprit
Hmm.
Bumrah, and we have everything like Hardik Pandya is very fine all rounder. So I feel like India deserves to win the 2023 World Cup, keeping in mind they are playing in front of their home crowd. And
Hmm.
Virat, that might be Virat's last World Cup. I feel, and it's like I just respect because nowadays
Hmm.
they are not going beyond 36 in international cricket. If you talk about Indian cricket, especially, so this might be
Hmm.
Virat's last 50 overs World Cup. So I feel that India
Hmm.
deserves to win that.
Well, let's see. I always feel that the team who wins deserves to win. so, so
You're right.
yeah. So let's see. India always have, they always have a good team. There's
Yes,
always,
yes.
the normal favorites. But let's see. I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be a good World Cup. I believe in white ball cricket. This is my opinion that I believe Rohit should be captaining because he has won IPL titles. He's won a lot of stuff,
Yes, yes.
and
Actually,
Virat
yes, yes.
being as great a player as he is, he's still never won anything, even an IPL.
Yes, you're right.
So, so for me, I would keep the Test captaincy with
So
Virat,
Virat,
but the
and
white ball stuff, for me, my personal opinion, I'd go with Rohit.
okay, it's like many people are supporting Rohit as a captain, but it's like actually,
Yeah,
I know finally the board will
because he
decide the
produces
selections
the
will decide.
results.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but
Of
he
course, he has
produces
done. He
the
has
result.
won since last 7 seasons, 6 seasons, I guess. Mumbai Indians have won 4 IPL titles under the captaincy of Rohit. So I feel he's a guy to watch out for in terms of captaincy as well, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
for
I will
white
just
ball
move
cricket.
forward to
Yeah,
my yes, yes. I will just move forward to my next question.
sure.
The last year World Cup finals have been played between India and England, 2019 World Cup. Then, as per your opinion, who should have won that? Like, Indians were also very strong side, and
Uh, I mean, look, it's again these. This is just a hypothetical question, which is hard to answer because, like I said, there's nothing really in it with both the sides. They both have everything covered. They've got spin covered, you know, with
exactly.
Jadeja there, Adil on one side. The batting is covered with, you know, you've got the Butlers, you've got the, you know, India have got their players, and it is very, very close. It's really it would. I think whoever basically played better on the day, because there's very little to choose from the sides. Because if you line them up, they are really, really both very strong. Probably the X factor again would be Rohit and Virat. Probably those two would be the X factor just because of they're probably the two best, again, ODI batsmen out of all of combined in the two sides. So that's what I would go with.
It's like a side which has done like which has played well on that particular day should have won that, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm saying like so. As per your opinion, if the finals had been played in India and England,
Yeah.
then the side which have played well on that day should have
Yeah.
won.
Yeah, because there's very little to choose from both of the sides, you know. So, you know, in that sense, and I would say probably the two defining factors would have been basically how quickly England would have gotten out Virat
Okay, okay.
or Rohit, because those guys are the, you know, they're
They
the
are the
X
match
factor
winners,
players.
basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll just move forward to my next question, and it's about your bowling. So, which is your
Ah,
all-time favorite bowling spell?
I can't remember. It's been so long.
So,
uh,
what's
I don't know. I think one of the most important spells I bowled was in 2004. It was in a T20 semi-final, and we were playing Lancashire, Surrey, Lancashire, and
okay?
I uh, I managed to get Carl Hooper out, which for us changed the game. That was, you know, that was important for me. You know, I think if you're talking about a mini speller bowling, I think that's very important because that changed the
Okay,
game. I mean,
so
I've had spells where I've taken wickets and 5 wickets and 7 wickets and everything, but I think this was something a little bit different because it changed the game for us. And then Azam Mahmood, being the genius that he is, you know, managed to bowl an amazing last over and we beat them.
okay, so that was your favorite spell, all-time favorite spell, just because of the
One of them,
impact
yeah.
of that spell. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I will just move forward to my next question now.
Hmm.
What are your future plans as for now? Could you reveal us?
Um, Basically not to get coronavirus, that's number one. um, to mask
Okay,
up,
okay,
everyone mask up. I'm not
okay,
really
okay.
sure, to be honest. Future plans, I've started playing cricket again. So let's see how. And yeah, you know, just I guess just to try and remain healthy, be good, work work hard regarding your businesses and everything, and just you know, have a settled life
Okay. So
and
it's
have a
actually
healthy life. You know, I think that's very, very important. You know, with
okay.
all
In
these
terms of
things
like
going around and
coaching,
everything. Hmm.
okay. Are you looking forward for any coaching career further on, or like an administration role for ECB, anything
No,
like
no,
that?
no. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. What I would like to do is work with some younger, say, spinners to kind of, you
Okay.
know, help them technically. That's something I would enjoy doing because I feel that there has been a big dearth in bowling spin with a good technique, and I think that's kind of gone down. So this is something I would really like to work on the youngsters with to teach them, really.
All right. Okay. So it's that is your major plan in terms of coaching that young, like
It's
helping the
something I
new
would,
crop. I'd love to
yeah,
do.
yeah. That's what I would like to do if given an opportunity. That's something. It would be nice. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Like I'm done with my questions for now. Like anything which you want to add from your end, want to tell your viewers or anything like that, that would be great.
Not really. Just hope I haven't bored you guys a lot. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Apart from
Yeah.
that,
Actually,
no,
I've
it's
covered
it's been
everything. Yeah, that is why I've covered everything so that people don't have any confusions. My questions are like
yeah,
versatile, talk about all the cricket and
yeah.
everything. Okay, I can see a lot of people are
Who
requesting to say their name. It's
Shiva? How
Shifty.
Shivate? I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Hi. Hello to you. Hello to you. Actually, for that. Okay. So it's like it was love having an interaction with you, and I will feel that we should connect us again in some time once the pandemic ends and just talk more about cricket and everything.
100%. It would
And
be my pleasure.
okay, okay. I can see a lot of people joining now. They are a bit late now. Don't worry.
Well,
I will just later it upload to my YouTube channel. I will provide you the link, and you
sure.
can share it to the guys
That
so
would be
that
a pleasure.
the full recording of that will be on YouTube.
It's really bad from this side. That better?
Uh,
Hello.
okay, sorry. I'm saying like by tomorrow we'll having the YouTube video of the slide. All right.
Sure, man. Thank you so much, and thank you for having me on your show.
And thank you so much for your time, and it was pleasure talking and knowing about you.
Oh,
And hope we
absolute pleasure.
keep in contact. Okay, hope we keep
Yes,
in contact and
100%.
enjoy.
I'm always available, man. Thank you so much.
My
Take care,
pleasure.
man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.